Guys, Ibrahim Traore is not leaving a stone unturned. Do you guys still remember this American general and what he had said about Ibrahim Traore in the US Senate? Well, it is about time for Ibrahim Traore to come and give him the response that he deserves after all the allegations that he has said about Ibrahim Traore. And in his response, Ibrahim Traore have to say this.
Because everything he said is a lie. It's very bad to see an adult lying, to see a general officer of a great army lying. It's very serious. First of all, he talked about the gold of Burkina, which is used to protect us. First of all, it's the gold of Burkina. It's not his gold. That's the first thing. What does it look like? It looks like nothing. It's Burkina. It's the gold of Burkina. It doesn't look like it. The second thing, he's lying, because Burkina never had gold reserves until we arrived. It was us who started to reserve the gold in Burkina's treasury. Otherwise, there was not a single gram of gold reserve in Burkina. That means he's still a liar. The other thing, when he says that we use it to protect ourselves, we are free. If the people have decided that we govern, we have the duty to protect ourselves. So we are free. How does it look like? And the thing that hurts me the most, not because he's a general or because he's an American, it's because he's black. And it hurts to see that we use a black man to fight a black man, and it hasn't started yet. It has to stop. It's very dangerous. Even Libya. Who destroyed Libya? To use a black man again. In the movies, in the time of the Americans, black people always played a bad role. We know that it's in the movies, but why do black people continue to play a bad role? I think that if he heard this interview, he must look at himself in the mirror. Be ashamed. Come out and say that we made a false report. I regret it. He must say it publicly. If it's a false report, we did it. Because it's possible. It's possible that we made a false report. That he comes out and says, because you followed when I took another neighbor. Again, as I said, a black man. The Minister of Defense of Ivory Coast, who walks around in Turkey, he sees the Minister of Defense of Turkey, and he says to him, we sell weapons. You see how it hurts. When a black man behaves like that, it hurts a lot. Did we make a false report? That he comes out and lies. If we sent him to create a problem in Burkina, as they are used to doing it, well, we're going to get ready. We're going to wait for them, because it has to stop now. The black race must not be used to fight the blacks. Every time it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And that's what we regret here. It hurt us a lot to see that it's a black man who keeps his word. It's true that they can regret it. Through several channels, they try to catch up. But no, it was said publicly. You have to catch up publicly. That's how it is for us. We are no longer in diplomatic hypocrisy. As we like to say things loud and clear, and come down and say no. We don't apologize. You have to say it publicly. So I invite them to catch up, to say it publicly. Because African youth understood. Black youth in the whole world understood. This manipulation is no longer happening. It has always been the case. We can't use false alibis to hope to reach other goals. It doesn't work anymore. So it's regrettable. But Burkina stays in line. We will continue to develop. He forgot to say everything we do for Burkina. What we do, no regime has done it. The social and economic development of Burkina. We are building a lot of health centers, equipped with equipment, medical exams, and lower the cost of medical exams. Which regime did the same? No one. We are working on agriculture, free labor. Our production has increased. Who did it? No one. The army that we are creating, a new army. The Burkina army has never been as equipped as now. Who did it? No regime. In terms of employment, no regime has created as many jobs as we did. Industrialization. Maybe that's what hurts them, that they want to stop it. We have to make up lies. I invite them to review their copies. That's what I can say. It's a big lie, and it's regrettable.
That is the masculine response from Ibrahim Traore. And I would like to comment more about what Ibrahim Traore just said as a response to this American US Senate. But in order for us to understand everything more properly, I want to refresh your mind by reminding you what these men have said in the US Senate. And then I'll be back with more analysis.
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traore and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime.
Chair Langley, can you talk about why we care about what's happening in Africa right now? I mean, if you tell the American taxpayer, why are we there? Why are we spending the money we're spending there?
Thanks for the question, Senator. For access and influence, I'd say that a number of countries are at the tipping point of actually being captured by the Russian Federation, as they are spreading some of their false narratives across Libya. And from a strategic answer piece, access influence across the whole Maghreb, that is NATO's southern flank. We need to be able to maintain access and influence across the Maghreb from Morocco all the way to Libya. The PRC and Russia are also remaining exploitative where possible and coercive when necessary. They want that ground. They want power projection capabilities. So for the most part, the rest of the continent is also for mining concessions, whether it be gold or rare earth minerals. Both of them have a long-range plan. But I think at the accelerated pace, the Russian Federation is really trying to take over Central Africa as well as the Sahel.
Now that you have listened for yourself to what this man had said concerning Ibrahim Traore in the US Senate, compared to what you just heard from Ibrahim Traore as a response which he had to give to this man allegation, well, let us now have a conversation. First of all, when you look at this man, the first things I can tell you for sure is that this man have made himself a lot of enemy all over Africa, including even in the world. But let's just talk more about Africa because he's operating in Africa. And for that reason, I think he does not feel more comfortable to work again in Africa since he made these allegations. You heard Ibrahim Traore through his response. He said that this man have to come and apologize publicly. He must not apologize behind closed door. What he means to say by that is that this man is already started regretting of what he have said about Captain Ibrahim Traore, isn't it? Guys, when you look this man very well, what do you see there? This man is African. Whether he was born in America and grew up in America, whether he's an American citizen or not, as Captain Ibrahim Traore himself said, but this man is a descendant of Africa race, isn't it? But yet is standing and want to be used in order for him to destroy his fellow brother. That for me, it is a very big, disgusting act that this man had took. And that's why I said he had made a lot of enemy in Africa continent, because everyone that will see him, they're not gonna see him and welcome him as an African, but they will see him as their enemy, because he's the one of the people that the oppressors they are using in order for them to destroy one another Pan-African. In this interview, Captain Ibrahim Traore expressed his regret to see his own fellow brother, African brother, who's trying to destroy him.
And the thing that hurts me the most, not because he's a general or because he's an American, it's because he's black. And it hurts to see that we use a black man to fight a black man, and it hasn't started yet. It has to stop. It's very dangerous. Even Libya. Who destroyed Libya? To use a black man again.
This is another big mistake that Africans we often do. We seem not to learn from the history that these people, whenever they want to destroy one of African Pan-Africans, they will usually use another Africans in order for them to destroy it. Captain Ibrahim Traore also spoke about it in his interview. Who killed Muammar Gaddafi? His need is a black brother who was sitting in the White House of America. And he put everything in power in order for them to assassinate Muammar Gaddafi. Who destroyed Thomas Sankara? All these Pan-Africans or leaders that have been killed from these people, who do they use in order for them to succeed with their mission, if it is not our own brothers or sisters? So this is very disappointing to see on how Africans, we don't seem to be loving one another. We don't understand that this is even the reason why these people, they divided us. They divide us through the borders, and now they're dividing us through our ethnics. To say that, no, me, I'm a Zulu, me, I'm a Sotho, therefore I can't support someone who's a Zulu or a Sotho. These are the things which Africans, we're supposed to be understanding, that we don't need this kind of behaviors among ourselves. It is very pity. This generally went on and said all these things about Captain Ibrahim Traore without having evidence. He knew very well that he was lying, but just because he wanted to impress his masters who were sitting in this Senate cabinet, well, he have to say all these allegations. Now the next thing is start showing kind of an apology and not saying it in the Senate. So Captain Ibrahim Traore rejected that. You want this man to go back in the same platform which he had used in order for him to say these lies about Captain Ibrahim Traore. And that is a very big challenge for this man. African, we should learn something. We don't need to kill each other. We don't need to destroy each other, even if we are being paid for. Ibrahim Traore, he said something which we need to pay attention to. He said that these people, what they succeed to do all these years is them using their media to manipulate or to brainwash the mind of people out there, to delete history and relate their own history that they want people to know about. And that was one of these big mistakes that he regret, to listen to these radios or watch these TV channels from the Western. So Ibrahim Traore knows exactly the strategy to use in order for him to avoid this kind of manipulation from the Western. And he have to come and respond back regardless of what these people have said about him or what they think about him. This is not the first person that Ibrahim Traore get to reply back or respond back to their nonsense. Do you guys still remember what Emmanuel Macron had said about Africans?
We had a secure relationship. In truth, it was in two parts. One part was our commitment to fighting terrorism since 2013. We were right. I think some have forgotten to say thank you, but that's okay, it'll come in time. I'm in a good position to know that ingratitude is a disease that cannot be transmitted to humans. But I say this for all the African governments who've not had the courage in the face of public opinion to bear it, that none of them would be in a sovereign country today if the French army had not been deployed in this region.
The president of France spoke nonsense, insulting African nations. And he thought this was just going to go in vain because he was trying to lie, change the history of what Africa have done for France or Europe during the World War II, which we all know the outcome of it. Many Africans, they were killed in defense of these former colonials. And seeing Emmanuel Macron coming and say that no, Africans, they are so ungrateful, well, that was something which Ibrahim Traore could not allow, to let go of this kind of lies to come and take place among Africans. Ibrahim Traore came and responded back to Emmanuel Macron in a very harsh way.
This is a lesson that Emmanuel Macron has given to the leaders of African states, to catch up and to be able to really fight against imperialism. In addition to that, he also insulted all Africans in his words. There is a part that caught my attention where he spoke of ingratitude. And that ingratitude is a disease that is not transmissible to humans. He is human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. This is how this gentleman sees Africa, sees Africans. We are not humans in his eyes. Maybe he is the one who is not human. He does not put himself in the class of humans. But if he has good ingratitude, it is him. I think that if he is not an atheist and he prays every morning when he wakes up and prays, he should also pray for Africans, because it is thanks to our ancestors that there is today a France. He should pray for us. In his eyes, we should not be humans. We are more than humans. These are very strong messages that he sends. I cry for the French people, but still he is good for Africa. He is a necessary evil for us. Those who want to wake up, wake up. Those who do not want to wake up, as we say, we cannot wake up someone who does not sleep. Africans must wake up.
So Ibrahim Traore is not kind of a person who sees a kind of manipulation coming from the Western on Africans and then is gonna just keep quiet about it. No, this man is not willing to leave a stone unturned. Instead, he prefers to clarify things, tell you the truth right in front of you, so that everyone will know who you are. Exposing this Western is not a sin that Ibrahim Traore is committing. Maybe that's the reason why they hate him so much. So this man, I believe, wherever he is right now, whether it's Emmanuel Macron, whether it's Donald Trump, name them, all these Western people, whatever they said, it is something that's going to go in vain, because while they try to manipulate Africans, but Ibrahim Traore and many more Pan-Africans all over around the world, they came forward to clarify things and tell the truth of what these people are trying to manipulate people for. Guys, it was very important that we came and share our thoughts with you. We're looking forward to see you again in our next video. But before that, don't leave without you liking this video. Like this video in your numbers, we really do appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this to come. This is a Pan-African platform which we had to put in place in order for us to be having this kind of conversation with you time to time. So I believe that will be all for now. But continue to be yourself, be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon in our next video. Ciao, ciao.